look from Ames, Iowa, Jack Trice Stadium. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Utah Utes and the Iowa State Cyclones. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Iowa State has had to turn the page. After Matt Campbell left for Penn State, Jimmy Rogers is the new head coach, and he has great opportunity to make some noise for the Cyclones. Iowa State has a good reputation of finding young, up-and-coming coaches. We'll see if they've hit the jackpot again with Jimmy Rogers. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Utes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cyclones offense will go to work first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Oh, pressure's coming. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. That's caught. It's Hayes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Hayes. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Utah Utes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23 here? That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rush right in his face. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really excited to see what Utah is going to do this year. You're so used, David. We were for years seeing Kyle Whittingham strolling the sidelines for Utah. Obviously, he's now off in Ann Arbor, but with Dampier back at quarterback, they've got the pieces. And the Big 12 every year we know is so wide open. If Utah can continue to be physical, they had some big losses, especially along the offensive line. I think this could be a special season in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of good moments from Dampier. I mean, this guy can scramble around, can run around, can make things happen. It's the passing game. Can it evolve? Can it grow? They've got weapons, but it all starts with the quarterback.
Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Keeps it himself. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Fresh set of downs going up top. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Hayes. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be fourth down. The Cyclones will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it in. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Across the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on second and short. Past the line of scrimmage. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Under pressure, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Play action on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Long way to go on second down. To the air, it's Rayner. Finds his target. Turns it on in midfield. Tons of room in the middle. The
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the point after is good. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Look out! Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2 and missed. Shoot, they had their hair on fire. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Utes are flying down the field. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Johnson looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here comes the heat. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Turning it on. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They're all over it. Still looking for a man. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That play-calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Cyclones take a timeout, and they will have no more. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Oh, pressure's coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Sooners, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Ames. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it out. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Caught up with the Cyclones head coach coming out of the locker room. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. Trying to establish the run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the tight end. Moves the pocket. It's Rayner. Lucky to get it off.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, and money down, you think about your tight ends being those guys that can work those high percentage throws over the middle of the field. And he had some yardage, and man, if he didn't just botch that one right in his hands. God, he's got to make that play.
Making his first move. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top, keeping his eyes downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
The Utes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got him quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Cyclones have this offense rolling. Sells the run, looking to pass. Holds on, it's Hayes. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Cyclones go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sets his feet, it's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Cyclones, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust.
Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Sets his feet. It's Rayner. Fires complete on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Right at the line. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver going in motion. Left side is Greenlaw. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps it and gets to 1st down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
And how nice. to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust. You can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Drops back on first down. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is a...
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Second and long here. They'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Utes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Cyclones sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over.
Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Still looking to his right. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Utes have it with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Rush is on. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Iowa State, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense all over him. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. He wants a big play here late. He's got it! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Cyclones go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. That just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he makes the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball.
Found a seam on the left. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw one first. Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down. One more play to pad the stats. Under pressure. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.